Don't worry, you haven't stumbled across some weird version of Newsnight. I'm just making a video about the whole Shields thing. It was a bit of a journey for me, a few lessons learned, but all in all, a really, really good time. I thought I'd just share some of the challenges I had, how I did it, how I got through some stuff, and see how I got on getting ready for this show. Sam got in touch and said that he needed a drummer to fill in for Shields for the Abyss tour with And Is Okay in 2 weeks' time. To which I was like, oh crap. You know, when like everything in your like head is going, mate, the parts are so technical, every bar is different from the other. But I needed to get to rehearsals that night, so I was just like, can I let you know in the morning? Can we get on a call? Let's talk about it. Now, I really like Shields, so I know of their songs, you know. I know that they're not just like, it's not a normal session gig. It's not, oh yeah, just play these 40 cover songs and jobs are good. And I knew that it would be like life-alteringly hard for the 2 weeks that I had to learn them. So, you know, when your head is like, Matt, you don't need the stress in your life, it's going to be flipping hard, there's not enough time, versus, yeah, but this is the coolest thing ever, like, absolutely say yes. And it was just like this thing in my head, like, but like, I just had to say yes. As drummers, you know, we spend our lives asking the universe for various things, don't we? And I think when you're presented with something like this, I think you just have to take it, don't you? So we had a chat in the morning, and yeah, just sort of like at that point was still completely head blown by the fact that I'm going to have to spend the next 2 weeks literally just sat here trying to learn these things. So yeah, that was that. And then enter the period of doom. I knew for myself that it was going to be technically and like physically challenging for a man of my age. So 2 weeks to learn 8 songs is a pretty tall ask. It was for me. So I had to sort of plan how I was going to do it, right? And what works for me, although it's quite time consuming, is to transcribe the songs. So I literally spent the first week on my laptop with the songs on repeat, just transcribing every single note. And not so that I would be sight reading on stage, or not that I had that expectation, but just because I find that doing that familiarizes yourself with the song bar by bar, and it picks up on any technical nuances that may exist. Or I think just that repetition of a bar by bar thing helps with my memory, which is pretty lacking anyway. So that's what I decided to do. I was staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning pretty much most nights, just getting square eyes, trying to get these songs down, because I just thought, like, because 2 weeks feels so short, at least if I get to the end of those 2 weeks and I'm not where I want to be, like, at the very least I can try and sight read these suckers on stage and everything will be fine, the guys will be happy, and, you know, jobs are good. But the idea being that week 1 I transcribe, camping out here, Shields on repeat, transcribing, making notes, doing it by hand, turning it into the real deal. I got my kit set up there, so I'm like putting my laptop down there and just jamming the bits out on my music stand when I can. I've got all the song layouts here, all the transcribing them all. It's taken absolutely ages. And I'm like a mad scientist, look at me hair. I still haven't showered. Nice kid. Anyway. Week 2, I then go and get in the rehearsal space and just play these things out. Yes, looking at the sheets to begin with, and then constructing sort of like cheat sheets to try and get a minimal version of what I could look at on stage or whatever it is to get me through these songs. So yeah, very tired, of course, after the first week. A lot of late nights, a lot of early mornings. Obviously, I've got to work during the day at the drum studio. So yeah, just like fitting that in itself was pretty, yeah, the days were long. Days were long. But yeah, so after that first week, I had the Bible, if you like, of the songs. So I could just get to work. So yeah, I think that Sunday, after that first week, I just hit the rehearsal space. And I think I did 5 hours in my first sitting. But yeah, like I said, I don't play to that extent with double kicks and stuff. So it was just like, I think that repetition of doing it was quite intense. And yeah, I actually walked away from that injuring my leg, which wasn't particularly good. But I just thought, it's a little strain. That'll go in a couple of days or whatever. But yeah, I continued that week to sort of go in before starting work. So I'd go in early, run the tracks, and it turned out after a few more days that the injury just wasn't going away. And I think, yeah, by like Monday, Tuesday, it was I've never injured myself playing drums before, so it's quite a weird feeling. Like, and I don't know, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, so I don't actually know what it was. I had what felt like shin splints on the front of my legs. It felt like I'd pulled my calf muscle, and I had like slight bruising around my ankle. So I don't know, I guess a mixture of things. Like, I guess it's all repetitive strain related. So when they say warm up, kids, you should probably warm up. But yeah, I think it was just a lot, like being so tired, and then that intensity of practice like that, and it being such a physical thing anyway. I think it just led to some repetitive strain thing. But yeah, like I was limping around, like it made it difficult to walk. Yeah, playing was another kettle of fish. Sort of in a catch-22. I've got to practice, got to get that muscle memory going, and yet I've got to rest my leg. But yeah, I just thought, right, I've not been in this position before. What am I supposed to do? Like, I've got a week or less than a week until tour. I'm limping around, and I've got to play these songs on stage in like, actually it wasn't even the going on stage, because I knew that if I got to the first show that I would probably be able to just kick 4 dates out. It was the rehearsal day that scared me, because it's like a whole day of going through these tracks is going to kill me, and then I'm going to be absolutely drained. There's going to be nothing left to give for the first show. But anyway, I was thinking, what can I do? I just basically went to the supermarket, got loads of painkillers, some like painkiller gel, was like rubbing that all over my legs, was having salt baths in the evening just to try and like mitigate some of the pain, because I knew that it wouldn't go away. Any sort of strain, it's going to be there for a week or two. So I knew that I was going to have to play through the pain, and it was just about trying to like manage that. So yeah, I was just doing that sort of stuff every day alongside sort of playing Bless My Neighbours. I've been playing here, sort of morning and night as well on my little practice setup. Yeah, I just instead of going, I'm injured, I was just like, no, this is happening, and it's either going to happen with pain or it's going to happen with no pain. There's no, it's not happening. So we just go, and you just plow on and you get through it. And like putting ice on it, can't remember who it was. You said like hot and cold is really good. So I was putting ice on it, and then, obviously getting in the bath, coming out of the bath, putting ice on it again. Yeah, there's lots of stuff that would try and help. They tell you these things work, don't they? So it was worth a shot. There was even a few days where I was just running the tracks and just trying to play with my left foot only, just to try and rest my right leg, which, as you can imagine, wasn't actually that helpful. But, it's just about running the tracks, isn't it? It's about getting that sort of muscle memory and stuff going. painkillers, ice packs, protein, salt baths for the next couple of days, and just keep running the tracks and hope for the best. Touch wood, my leg stays on, and we'll go from there. Yeah, a weird thing when you know you're gonna have to play these in front of A, the band, and B, the people in the audience at some point. Yeah, was a scary concept, and not somewhere that I'd been before. So that was a bit of a weird feeling. But yeah, the time sort of went, and it was time to get ready for rehearsals. Just left, drums are packed, and yeah, going to meet the guys at Sam's, have our first rehearsal. First show is London tomorrow. I've had a few days of rest because my leg has been playing up. So although the songs won't be sounding as good as they would if I'd been practicing all that time, hopefully it's done the world of good for my leg, and that I'll be able to get through these next 5 days. But yeah, pretty stoked for it. It's going to be cool to meet the guys, and yeah, let's go. See you in a bit. So anyway, this isn't a video about, oh, what should you do if you're injured, if you're a drummer? Because like, you probably shouldn't just carry on or play on. But, you know, I wouldn't have not done this for anything. Like, and especially now I've done it, like, the boys are just so lovely, and it would have been crap to like let them down and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it was just good. I played through the pain and came out the other side. No one died, and yeah, all good. I think next time I'll probably just warm up and probably not stop playing this sort of music, because I did and I suffered. So yeah, my advice to you is don't ever stop playing metal music. Oh, grow up, Matt.